Rassaïda, we cannot. Every time we start the video over, you cannot fix yourself.
At the angles right. They're over here looking at this. What are they looking at? Like, get the angles correct. Okay. All right, guys, ready? I'm about to play it on my phone. Okay, so the point that this video starts at, you're not gonna understand what was going on before. So we had just gotten to Vegas, and as you guys heard me say, when we were walking to the baggage claim, what was the first thing I wanted to do? I wanted to take a nap because I was tired as crap. I just worked 4 days in a row, and I didn't sleep the night before because I was packing and like getting things done. So I was sleeping. I only slept on the plane, and it wasn't even like that much. So
she slept the whole way, y'all.
That's not true. We watched a movie.
Barely. I watched a movie.
Okay. Anyways, so I really wanted to take a nap. So we got to the hotel at like, what, maybe 12 o'clock?
I don't really remember.
Okay. And I was knocked out until this clip happened. So I just wake up and Venetia's like, oh, let's go do something. Let's like get up and explore. And I was like, I'm tired. I want to stay in bed.
That's not even how it went.
Okay, so what happened?
We were laying down because we were mad tired.
I had just woken up.
Y'all, it was like 3 o'clock and it was pitch dark outside.
Yeah, it was dark.
So like our
like
blinds were open, and you're gonna see in the video that it's
dark.
mad dark in the room, but it was like 3 o'clock.
It was like 4. It was like 4:30.
But it was pitch dark in Vegas, and of course, like, we're from New York.
I think we can say
New York, and that's with like what, a 3-hour difference?
Yeah, I think so.
3-hour difference. And what
Jet
you guys
lagged.
are gonna like learn about me is I don't sleep the night before a flight.
You did sleep though.
Yeah, this is one time I did sleep.
Yeah.
But I took like a 2-hour nap.
I did not sleep at all.
And yeah, she was coming from work, so
yeah,
you don't have to say what you do because we don't want them stalking us. So yeah, and we were in the room mad tired. We found this great place that had like $5.
It was drinks. It was
$5.
3 for $10 drinks. It wasn't $5. They had $4.99 everything lunch, like everything on the menu was $4.99, and there were drinks that were 3 for $10, and they were pretty decent. So we ate lunch. We got to the hotel, went to eat lunch, and then went back for a nap. And of course, jet lagged, and I was exhausted. Anyways, fast forward to the clip. So Venetia's trying to get me up so that we can go and explore Vegas, and I'm just like, huh, what? Mad groggy. And then she's been trying to get me up at this point for almost an hour. And then there's a knock on the door, and she's like, oh, go get the door. And I'm just like, what are you talking about? I'm in my nightgown, like head tie, like not looking cute at all. She's like, go get the door. And I'm like, why don't you go get the door? You're more awake than I am. But she insists on getting the door, and me being delirious and jet lagged, I didn't think anything of it. And play. Okay.
I'm gonna need you to just not play it in the car.
So I look through the peephole and I see one of my good friends from college, Khalifa, and I lost all my shits. Like, I was not expecting her to be there at all. It caught me so off guard. This really woke me up. And so this is me screaming because I couldn't believe that they just pulled that off.
Turn the light on. Turn the light on.
And it was pitch black. Oh no, we can't put this
The ghetto in this video.
We did it! Yes!
We're gonna have to blur this out because y'all cannot see the rest of this video. It's just pure ratchetry.
You know, that's what just messaged me.
Oh yeah. And then, so I had woke up and I got on Instagram. Sorry if I'm yelling. I talk really loud. You guys will learn that.
total opposite. She's mad loud, and I'm really
and she's like
mellow.
whispers. Anyways, so when I had woken up, like I'm trying to wake up, and you know, you wake up, you grab your phone, you scroll through social media. So I get up, and of course I just posted that my best friend surprised me to go to Vegas. So all my friends are commenting like, oh my gosh, enjoy, take pictures. This heifer comes and comments on my Instagram talking about, oh, take lots of
Sorry
snaps.
for the saints. She means Hugh
Heifer.
Hefner.
No.
Okay.
This hoe, you're right, I don't call her heifer, I call her
Got
got a lot of bad comments on that. Whatever. She gets me. That's not really your friendship to judge. So she messaged.
I know you. I saw that too.
She messages me and she's like, oh, I hope you enjoy. Take lots of videos. I'm about to live through your snaps or whatever.
Meanwhile, Khalifa's flight was delayed. Sis was supposed to be there maybe 2 hours before, and I was like, you didn't know this, but
I didn't.
Her flight was delayed, and literally I'm texting Khalifa and I'm like, oh my gosh, I
was
can't wait
sleeping.
till you get here. Whatever. She's like, oh, I'm getting the Uber now. Like, I'm coming from the airport. Why are you looking at me like that? I'm coming from the airport. I'm about to be there in like a few, whatever. Should I stop by the desk? Whatever. Can we even say Khalifa's name?
I'm sure she doesn't mind being.
What up, Khalifa? You are our first subscriber.
She was.
That's what's up. You a real one. But yeah, she's like, okay, I'm walking up. I'm coming up the elevator right now.
Literally,
Whole time I'm laying there while this one is knocked out. And I'm like, oh my god, this is really, really happening. And then the knock comes on the door, and she's like,
I was like,
did you
who?
order food? Did you get room service? I'm like, no. This person who's at the door.
But she said it mad nonchalant. Like, it wasn't sus. It wasn't like... She played it off very smooth. Very, very smoothly. And mind you, by the time I had messaged Khalifa that and she responded back to me, she must have been walking through the hotel. Meanwhile, I'm like, oh, girl, no problem. I'll send you videos.
Do your snaps. I was like, oh, man, now I got to snap for Khalifa.
Yeah, and when she had messaged me that, I was like, man, I actually have to like be proactive and like snap or do my Insta story or whatever, because you know, my friends like to see me travel, so I try to let them live through me sometimes. Meanwhile, this chick was on her way to live with me. It was literally one of the best surprises ever.
Yo, Khalifa, we did it, man.
They did.
We planned this in Aruba, and we were like, this is how it's gonna go.
And I had no clue, because I was always with her in Aruba, so I don't know when these conversations took place. But anyways, that's the end of the video. It was a really good surprise,
Should
guys.
we talk about your birthday dinner and how that went down? So, we went to... I know in the first video we talked about Top of the Hub, right? So I'm like, all right, I'm looking at restaurants, whatever.
It's so embarrassing.
And I'm like, okay, what's kind of similar? Something that we'll both enjoy that's like our taste, whatever. And I found this restaurant that spins, right? It's Top of the World.
Top of the world.
Top of the world. Top
The
of the
irony.
hub, top of the world. And it's a spinning restaurant, and it's like how many?
Okay, what do you say? It spins like the restaurant.
Okay, it moves slowly, and it gives like a 360 view of Vegas. Yeah. So like you see everything.
The center stands still. Like the kitchen is in the center, and that part, of course, remains still. And the outer parts where the seating is, like it's supposed to give you a 360 view. You're supposed to make a full circle in an hour and a half, which is supposed to be the length of your meal.
It's not out. Yeah.
It's 90 minutes.
Yeah. Math is not my strong suit. So yeah. So we planned that, right? Tell them what happened when we got there.
You want me to tell them the real story? Or your story?
What's the real story?
The real story?
What's my story?
You want to pause it or you want to keep it going?
What's my story?
So everyone, like, if you're a female and you like do your hair, your makeup, and all that stuff, like you beat your face, cool, and like you have a look that you go for. I had a look that I wanted to go for, and my hair did not come out the way that I wanted it to, and it messed up my entire look. So naturally, on my birthday dinner, which I think I had a right to do so, I was upset. It's my birthday, and I'll cry if I want to.
Oh.
I didn't cry.
Oh. Why? With that, why else were you upset?
Why else?
Because you didn't want to sit in the front of the Uber.
Oh, yeah, because these chicks put me in the front seat of the Uber. Like, I do not drive in the front seat. Okay. That's not why I was upset, though. Like, that didn't really faze me. Yeah, because you were annoying. She was like, annoying the crap out of me that day because she was just annoying. Not that day, when we were getting ready. That day was fine, but, like, when we were getting ready.
I'm thinking, like, okay, it's your birthday. Like, why would
No, I don't like sitting in the front seat.
Why would we put you in the back of an Uber? Like, that's mad disrespectful.
No.
So
I don't like
the guy pulls up with an SUV.
Yeah.
It's an SUV. And I'm like, okay, it's me, Khalifa. Why would you want to squish yourself in the middle of an Uber? Just go in the front.
They could have sat in the front seat. Meanwhile, I don't know where I'm going. And the Uber driver is driving. He's like, is this where we're going? I'm like, I don't know, sir. You're going to ask the two in the back because I have no clue where we're going. This is a surprise for me.
And by the way.
And that annoyed me too. That
in the beginning of the... Earlier on, when we went to some stupid thing she saw. I'm vlogging. She's upset. Legit stupid thing she signed us up for.
We got free food,
for free food, which came in clutch that last day because Lord knows.
All right then.
But
sorry, it's hot.
Yeah, so we're in the taxi and the guy's like, "Oh, you guys should do that." They like it's a spin. It's a what?
You said it's a restaurant. He was basically it's like
was it? What do you think?
It's like a sky tower, kind of.
When you go to the park and you.
The swing?
Yeah. That's a great taboo game. Great.
Anyways, he was telling us about the building. And he was like, oh, if you guys get a chance, you guys should go there. They have a great steakhouse on top, and they have a swing.
Whole time I was acting dumb.
And when he said that, and I looked and I peeped Venetia to see if she was gonna react. No, I looked like I did like a side eye to see if she was gonna react. She kept it calm, and I was like, oh, that's where we're going for dinner. Like when
you did not.
No, I knew. Yeah, no, when he said that, I was like, I think that's where we're going for dinner. And then when we started like heading in that same direction, I was like,
ew, I hate. See,
this is where we're going. This is why it's hard.
She likes surprises, but
it's hard to surprise me.
She's just a nosy AF.
Very.
Mad nosy.
I wouldn't say I'm nosy. I'm just intuitive.
Nosy.
I call it nosy. I've always been nosy.
Mad nosy.
Since I was a wee child, I've been always in the business.
Nobody like you.
Always in the sauce. That's how you feel?
How was your
No one liked me?
Everybody loves you. Let's
take it back.
I take it back.
Trips.
Cause I suck.
Yeah. It was a great.
You weren't supposed to agree with that. So.
No, like she got the hotel, like she got the flight, the hotel, the transportation, got all that down packed. So when we got to Vegas, and I was like, "So what are we doing?" She was like, "I don't know." I was like, "Are we going to the Grand Canyon? Are we going to do the zip line through the malls? Are we
you did that. You zip line.
Is it her?
I'm not sure.
I'm not sure either. We just gonna film it.
Rassaïda! It's her!
Go, girl! That's all I got.
So, and we did the Ferris wheel.
Yeah. Videos at the end.
But I was like, what are we doing? Like, are we gonna go see things? Like, are we gonna see a show? And she was like, I don't know, Rassaïda, I just got us here and I'm getting us back. I was like, so for the 4 days, what are we gonna do? And like, I have to pre-plan these things, so I wasn't ready to like jump onto the planning mood, you know? Like, I was in the excitement. I'm with my friends, my best friends. So I wasn't in like the planning mood, so I didn't know that I needed to look for things to do. Otherwise, I would have looked for like free activities or like how to get around more. You know, I would have been like prepared a little bit. This girl was just like, all right, I'm bringing you to Vegas and bringing you back. And I was just like, well, where's the rest of the trip?
Yo, it's the experience that counts. I
It
did
was
what
an
I
experience.
know that I can do best.
You're right.
I surprised, conquered, we stayed, and left.
Pretty much so.
That's all.
So that's what really inspired this vlog channel, because I really want to get her on to being able to plan things. And I tell her all the time, I don't mind planning things, but I don't want people to be reliant and dependent. As I don't think you should be dependent on anybody. So I don't want her to be dependent on me planning things. I really want to get her to know how to plan effectively and efficiently. As we're going to help you guys do the same thing too. So we'll go through some travel
For
tips.
the people that are out there like me, let me know. Comment and tell me that you are not a planner and that you have somebody in your life that helps you plan.
But I'm not always
for
going
your
to be
trips.
around, and she doesn't want to hear that.
I will find someone
I could
else
get hit.
that is going to plan for me. 1 to 10, how did I do?
10.
You just doing that. You saying that because you know if you saying that, I'll be like, where that one at?
Actually, no, I would give you a 9. Like 8.5, 9.
I'll take a 10. We're not
8.5. 8.
What you say in the beginning is what you mean.
All right,
so
cut that first part out. I would give, on a scale of 1 to 10,
that
10
first
being the worst. I mean, 10 being the best. That
Tell
she
me
did,
how you really
and
feel.
1 being the worst. I would give her an 8.5, only because there weren't really any activities planned, like, during the week. So it was kind of like, you'd take off
when we got on that flight and it said Las
1.5.
Vegas.
I was tired. I was not, no. And I didn't even find out.